Okay, so in this video, I'm basically gonna talk about my experience with idols, everything that happened. I'll talk about, like, my choke points, everything I have to say about it. So, I guess let's go ahead and get into the video. It started when I was going through the most liked Extreme Demons and saw idols. All I really knew it by was this lightning bolt. I had a mod to show me a picture of the level. But anyways, I played the start and I couldn't really get anywhere. What made me really play it though is Mega Catlamp beating it.
I just beat idols. I just beat it. I just beat it.
I know I could since I've beaten 3 other Extreme Demons, so I started practicing the end of the level.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Now I had started practicing the end of the level. Now, this was a little confusing at first, but after a while, I got pretty used to it. I'd say it's more memory than skill. Also, once I got it down, I started to learn the swing copter, which is well known as the hardest part of the level, and it's also at 74%. Why? By the way, if you say otherwise, either you've never played it, or somehow you're swing carried. It definitely was hard to find a click pattern, but after around 30 minutes of playing it, I got it down pretty consistently. Before the swing is the duel. I thought it would be harder, but it really wasn't. But I did find that you randomly lose consistency in random spots in it. Sometimes other parts, but pretty rarely. Next was learning 45% to the duel. This was really easy, surprisingly, but it would soon become my worst nightmare. More on that later. Anyways, I had the whole last 50% learned. Before 45% is what I like to call the triple trial of idols. It has triple spike after triple spike. Some definitely harder than others though. It starts out as this impossible part, but it eventually gets really consistent. Now, for the part before that, there isn't really much to say about it, other than it's just a good part. The first 25% I also don't have much to say about, or that's what I would say, but this one duel, it's not as bad as the one at 60, but this was so annoying to learn. Finally, it's time to talk about going from 0. The first wave part stumped me for some reason. It's really open, but at the same time, this one part of it is really awkward. I think I might be one of the only people to have any trouble with this part, but it's at 8%, so it's really nothing major. My next goal was to get 27%. And not only did I get just that, but I also got all the way to 41%, which I was definitely really happy with this. But now I needed to get past the triple trial. Now, it would be a decently long time before I got there again, but I actually got to it and pass it. I did die to the 46% wave. You know how I said it's become my worst nightmare? Well, this was the start of the biggest choke point in any level I ever played. I would die here 33 times, but at least that could be a world record, right? The first time I got past this choke point, I got all the way to 58%, so almost to the duel. Then I got my first ever duel attempt. I may have died at 63%, but you know what? It's still a duel attempt. This new best may have motivated me, but 46% being 46% was like a brick wall I was smashing my skull into over and over. So, I decided to drop idols. I felt like I was making no progress. I couldn't even get past 26. And even if I did, I would probably just die to 46. Death after death, anger built up in me to the point where it was just a chore to play. I did want to drop it, but at the same time, I didn't want to drop it because I already have with so many other levels. Mega Catlamp also was telling me to stop dropping levels, and I didn't want to disappoint him, but I was done. Done with his level and its choke points. Dying non-stop to things that I could do first try and practice destroyed me mentally. All I could think about was idols, at school, in bed, everywhere. Why couldn't I just beat this level? It was around a week of avoiding the level when my friend started to go for it. And I knew I was not gonna beat it after him, so that's basically why I came back. To be honest, if he never started to go for it, I probably never would have came back to it, so shout out to new_YT games. I played every part and somehow lost no consistency, and even got a new best. No!
No, 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 no. Is that has to be your worst fail?
I got 80%, and just one day later, I got 86. Now, these are really dumb deaths, but I really do not care. I got 2 new bests, so I was happy. After this, my consistency started to go down again, but I was too close to quit. Now was my chance to beat it. I just need the consistency from 80 and 86 runs. I was so close to finishing the level off. I was way too far in just to give up now. It had been a long time since I started this level.
Okay. Yeah.
You really thought I beat it this quick? Nah, I can't get past 26 now. Yeah! Now I remembered why I dropped it. Why I hated this level so much. And now I got that hate back. I was 14% away from beating this. How could I possibly quit now? I was this close to the end. The end is easy. I just need to get there one more time. One more time is all it should take. So I kept pushing. I would never beat the level if I stopped playing it now. I just felt like I couldn't make it anywhere, no matter how hard I tried. I kept getting runs to 100 and kept playing from 0. I could see the end. So close, yet so far away. Grinding actually made me better at the start, and then I actually started to get good runs again. I was so happy I could get somewhere in this stupid level. Now, I had so many dumb deaths, like everyone, also dying to the swingcopter 5 times in the process after fluking it twice in a row. Dying over and over made me less stressed than I normally would be so far into this level. This led me getting farther into the level more consistently. One day I was playing 45 to 100, and first try, no warm-up, I got the run. This has always been a good sign for me, and this is also when I started one of my live streams. I didn't go live too much because no one really comes into a random channel's chat, but why not? This was any normal stream. I got some okay runs and didn't think much of it, but that's when it happened. Yes! 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 Oh my gosh! Yes! I beat it! I beat it! Oh